Start. Good morning, students, and welcome to Indian Economy class for 5th semester taken by Pratap Hegde. So, students, in the previous section, we studied about the various methods used for estimating the national income of a country. So, usually there are three methods for measuring the national income of any country. Those methods are income method, expenditure method, and product method, as we have already seen in the previous video. So today we are going to study about how to make adjustments while calculating national income, because making adjustments regarding the prices of the commodities and services is very essential, because as we know that the national income of a country is find out is being found out by multiplying prices of all goods and services with the quantity of that production. So these two variables are always changing. These two factors change from time to time. Therefore, we might get wrong idea about our national income whenever these two factors vary or whenever these two factors change. So in order to get a clear idea about the changes in the national income or the actual changes in the output and the income generated by this changed output, we need to calculate or we need to consider previous year prices or base year prices, so that we can actually get the clear cut idea about how much the national income has risen due to the change in quantity but not due to the change in prices. So that is called as adjustments in calculating national income or adjustments in calculating GDP. Let's take a small example of how this adjustment is being done. In the first column, let's take commodity as commodity A and commodity B. Let's take only two commodities for the sake of our understanding. In the second column, we are studying about the prices in the year, let's say 2001 and in the year 2010. In the third column, we are studying about the quantity of production for the same years 2001 and 2010. Then in the last column, we are going to study about the national income, or you can say GDP, or you can say GNP for the same years 2001 and 2010. By calculating the national income for both the years and both the price levels, we will get a clear idea about how these national income figures vary as per the changes in both price and quantity of the production. Now let's say, for example, in the year 2001, the price for commodity A was 5 rupees and it increased to 10 rupees in the year 2010. And now let's say the quantity of production of commodity A in the year was 10 units in the year 2001, and this quantity increased to 15 in the year 2010. Then coming to the commodity B, let's say the commodity of production was, the price of the commodity for the product B was 20, and in the year, let's say the price increased to 25 rupees, and let's say the quantity of production of the commodity B in the year 2001 was 2, and let's say the quantity of production in the year 2010 was 3 units. Then as we know, the national income is calculated by multiplying the price of the product and quantity of the product. Let's calculate the national income for the year 2001. Let's multiply price in the 2001 and quantity in the year 2001. 10 into 5, 50. Then for commodity B, 20 into 2, price into quantity, it is 40. So the total income by multiplying the commodities and the price of the commodities is in the year 2001, 90. Maybe it is in the figures of crores. Let's take that. The figures are in crore rupees. Now coming to the year 2010, the commodity price in 2010 was 10 rupees and the quantity of production was 15 units. So the total national income or the total income generated by selling commodity A is 150. Then the commodity B, the price is 25 and the quantity of production is 3. So 25 into 3, that is 75. What is the total? The total national income became 225, isn't it? So this is the national income. But this national income figure is called as nominal national income, or this GDP calculation is called as nominal GDP. It's not the real GDP because as the quantity of production has changed, the prices have also changed. So the figures we are getting here is the nominal GDP. We have to calculate the real GDP by keeping the prices constant, by keeping the prices or by considering the prices of 2001 to the quantity of production in the year 2010. By then we will get the real GDP. So let's calculate real GDP with taking prices of the year 2001 but the quantity of the year 2010. We will multiply the prices of 2001 to the quantity of 2010. By that we will get the real GDP values. So multiply now. Price is 5 in the year 2001. The quantity is 15. So the real GDP became 75. 15 into 5, 75. Then the price in the year 2001, the quantity in the year 2010, 20 into 3, 60. Total it, total will come to 135. So can you see the huge difference between the nominal GDP values and the real GDP values compared to the 2001 data? We thought the income increased from 90 crores to 225 crores, nearly 2 times or more than 2 times, isn't it? But what about the actual value or what about the actual GDP that has increased due to the change or increase in the quantity of production? That is only 135 crores. So when we take base year price levels as base year or measuring rod or measuring standards for calculating current year changes or current year progress in the national income, that value or that national income accounting is called as the real GDP. And when we take current year prices and current year quantity of production to measure the national income of a country, then that national income account is called as the nominal GDP. It is the nominal GDP. So this is how you make adjustments in the national income. This is how we make adjustments while calculating the national income of a country. By this way, you will get a clear picture about how much actually the national income has risen, not because of the prices or not because of the changes in the prices, but whole and sole because of the changes or increase in the quantity of production. So you will get a clear picture by considering base year prices to the current year quantity of production. So I think that's enough for today's class. Let's continue. Let's go to the next topic in the next video. And thank you for watching.